Hello, Go Mode podcast fans. Welcome to another Mentor Tournament 2026 race. I'm Karjan, and this is week 4 with Casual Boots. Joining me in the booth today is Fire Elements. Hello there.
Hey, how's it going?
And we have Butter Grapes on tracking. Our competitors this evening are Tifo 11234, mentored by Gumby on the left, and Levi's Jeans, mentored by Wackerly on the right. And we're off. We've got a piece of heart in Link's house.
Yeah, looks like we haven't quite started over on Levi's side, but hopefully they get started soon, and there we go with them.
Just a piece of heart from Uncle. Just some little love so far.
Well, but that's not always the worst thing to get at the start. Having 3 hearts, just depending on where you end up, can always be a little bit of a dangerous situation. So you don't hate to see it at the start.
Nope. And we've got our 3 bombs for Kakariko.
Yeah, that's always a big thing. I mean, you're always going to hope you find those, but if you end up in a situation where you're struggling for those bombs, it's never a place you want to be in. So you're always excited to see those early, so you don't have to worry about it anymore.
At least with Casual Boots, you do have the Bonk Rocks to the left of the Fortune Teller's house, north of Kakariko.
That is true, but well, we don't have to waste the time and get them here, so that's always a good benefit.
Just the sewers key so far. So, Escape's not really turning up much of anything yet.
No, not quite so far, but we still have a little bit to go. We'll see what we end up with.
Tifa's making pretty good progress through this.
Yeah, making pretty good progress. Had a little trouble with those guards there, but those are some pesky guards. They can definitely bully you a little bit.
They do enjoy bullying. I noticed Levi got almost the perfect NMG kill on that blue guard in the first room.
Levi making it smoothly past those guards there.
Yep. Tifa's gotta watch out for this guard right here. She's down to only 1 heart.
Yep, picking up that safety heart there and just using the pot strategy, probably a pretty good idea right now.
Yeah, you never want to take a death to this guy over here.
Yeah, it's probably the worst place you can take a death in Escape. Well, it is the worst because then you have to go all the way back to retrieve Zelda again. You're pretty much doing it all over. You definitely don't want to take a death there.
Nope.
And we see the pots over on Levi's side too, just playing it nice and safe, making sure we don't have any unfortunate accidents.
Tifa remembering that this is the faster path when you have boots. So every chest remaining in Escape is going to have some sort of item in it, since we've found the key and the map.
That is true. You always want to make sure that as far as the map goes, you just want to make sure you're keeping track of that while doing this, because you have to check that sanctuary chest if you've found it. I think the harder part is trying to remember if you didn't find it and knowing that you can skip that chest. But thankfully, we don't have to worry about that here.
Yep. And then sometime later, when you're walking through going for that last item, going, where's my last item? And you see that closed chest and sank, and you go, did I miscount?
There's a fire rod we found over on Tiva's side.
Yeah, that's a nice find.
And that is, you always like to see a early fire rod, just depending on what our situation is with Skull Woods. That could be really nice to have early on. Never fun when you have to hunt down a fire rod so you can finish up Skull Woods or TR or something like that.
Oh, and Tifa's lost track of the key rat.
Yeah, that P-Rat can be pretty pesky. It's kind of running for its life right now. Finally got it.
Yeah, if you don't find it in the first, like, 2 seconds in that room, have fun. Got some nice money and some more bombs, so we're pretty set on bombs now.
Can't leave an escape over on Tiva's side.
It's not a
And let's
bad
see what.
time for escape.
Oh, we
Ooh,
got the hook shot there. Interesting.
that's a really nice find. Tifa remembering that bonk rocks are a thing. The stun prize is 20 rupees today. Levi's Jeans just checked it.
Ah, I didn't see that one. That's nice. You can definitely take advantage of that if needed.
Got a
Especially
small magic.
the money situation right now. We're getting getting close to having the money we'd need for both Bottle Vendor and Zora, but just depending on what we find can definitely end up short of that.
Yeah, if you end up, at Ice Rod Cave with 480, just stun and kill a guard or something, or a crab.
Exactly. I don't know if you saw, did Tifa figure out that stun prize, or did we just hit on Levi's side?
No, I haven't seen Tifa check it yet.
Yeah, just depending on how it plays out, that knowledge can be pretty useful. We'll see if we ever find it over on Tifa's side.
Levi going for the shield that Tifa said no to.
Yeah, what's your thought on the shield? Picking up the shield, I'm personally not a big fan of it. I don't think it really does too much for you, but I know there's some people with strong opinions one way or the other on the shield.
I'm generally of the opinion that if I get it, whatever, but I'm probably not going to go pick one up that's sitting somewhere.
Yeah, for sure. If it's Oh wow, we got a hammer over on Tifa's side. That's
And bottle and powder.
and a bottle of powder. Wow.
Now, if
We'll
we
see
get
if
the
they
flute
remember.
somewhere, if we get the flute somewhere, we can clear up almost the entirety of Kakariko.
That's true. We're gonna see if we get a magic bat check. See if they remember to do that.
And you're right here, and you're going to run past it to get out of the... Did Levi just skip the back of Blind, or did I miss him going in there?
I did not notice.
Got a nice master sword so far in the well.
It always is nice to see an early master sword, just because you're gonna have an easier time defeating things, but at the same time, your brain starts to think about, okay, are we going to have to do aga with this? Having the hammer already maybe makes you think less of that, but you never know. With casual boots, the chance of having to do aga is it's a bit elevated.
Yep, starting with that sword means that you're starting one piece closer to Aga.
I think I've heard, and don't
Ooh,
oh, nice moon pearl. I believe I've heard it's about 25% chance that you're gonna have an aga seed when it's casual boots.
that sounds about right.
Oh,
Well,
and there's our
nope.
glove, so never mind that.
No, we have Dark World access already.
Yeah,
At,
it'll be interesting to see when they decide to go into the dark world here. To get a
so we
good map
have,
check in here.
yeah, we have Red Crystal, Eastern, and Pendant Hera.
And we are getting a magic bat check over on Tiva's side. It's I feel like it's so rare that you end up with both the hammer and magic powder when you come to Kakariko the first time. So sometimes it can be a little bit hard to remember to actually do it because you're not used to it.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, that's a nice
Crit
half
with
magic to get early
vanilla.
on. Yeah. Well, that's still nice, especially with having that fire rod. It's gonna be really useful to have early on.
Yeah, Fire Rod and Dark World access already with half magic gives you a nice ranged weapon for Dark World. And if you feel like it, it also means that you can finish Skull Woods
Yeah,
at
Skullwoods. It's going into Skullwoods, currently 4 hearts with green mail. It makes that Mothula fight very scary, but it's a little less with that half magic.
yeah, I was gonna say 4 Hearts, Master Sword, Green Mail, Mothula. Not sure I'd go for that. There's so many other options. Arrow of Destiny on the race game.
And it looks like both both will be continuing to South Shore. I was curious if either one of them was going to take an early peek into the Dark World, but it looks like they're just going to proceed with all their Light World checks for now.
Yeah, it looks like Tifa is starting with Mini Moldarm Cave, and Levi is starting with the dam. Nice hook clip on Levi's side.
Yeah, a lot of people like skipping that dam on your first go ahead. That way you can pair it up with a Gina. I'm personally not a fan of it, but I know a lot of people definitely prefer that. Also, we're getting some nice items over there in Mini Moldorm Cave. Got the Timbered Sword and Blue Mail. That's going to help a lot when going into the Dark World.
Yeah, that just made Dark World a lot safer. Those pickles are really getting in Tifa's way.
Nice bomb kills over on Levi's side in the Mini Moldorm Cave.
Yeah, that's not always an easy tactic, but he pulled it off pretty well.
Okay, doesn't look like we're going to be water walking over on Tifa's side. We'll see if we get on Levi's side or not.
Looks like Tifa is going to be heading into the Dark World now? Yes.
Yep, that's what it looks like.
So, Hype Cave. Have anything? Alright, we have Green Pendant Turtle Rock, Red Pendant Ice, and Red Crystal Thieves. So, no Ice Rod hunt today.
Yeah, it looks like Levi is setting up the water walk, so we're going to get to see what Zora in that area has. They also very likely may go to Hobo as well. We'll see.
Three bombs, Quake, 10 arrows, and a piece of heart. Not really much in Hype Cave today.
Oh, nice blue potion over there from the fairy on Levi's side. That's gonna help a little bit with safety, especially depending on what bosses they go for. We do have Skull Woods as crystal, so I mean, we may be seeing that Mothula fight early on. We'll see.
We might be. Tifa's cleaning up this cycle. 3 billion digs to go, right? And Scamfish is a Scamfish.
Yep, always scammed by Zora.
Except when you're not.
Except when it's the last thing you check.
Or you accidentally go up there without the right money, and then it's something very important.
Of course, yeah, it always works out that way. I ain't not seeing anything from Dig Game.
Whole lot of digs for 5 rupees.
It looks like we're gonna get a Saha check. We didn't get that one on Tifa side either. Looks like Levi's being a bit more thorough before heading into the Dark World.
Yeah, there's quite a bit that Levi can do. And if he feels comfortable with the dark rooms, he could go up Death Mountain, which looks actually like what Tifa might be doing right now. Yep.
Yeah, and it's not a horrible idea. You get a lot of checks up there. Plus, you also get the save and quit point, which can be valuable later on. So it's not a bad play.
Yeah, this is all out of logic, but with that hook shot, you have the entirety of East Dark Mountain World. East Dark Mountain World? Okay, brain.
So one thing about the way that Levi played this out and did those additional checks is the heart count is a bit higher on their side, which can make a difference in the Dark World. That additional safety can really matter, just depending on where you end up.
Yeah, Tifa's still sitting here at 4 hearts. Nice hook speed. Looks like we're skipping checking the one check that you can get and one that you can only see at the moment.
Yeah. Normally, I usually do like checking that because first off, you just get the information, which is always good to know. Like if your mitts or something are sitting up there, that's good knowledge to have. And you never know what that check is. I think it takes too much extra time to at least go see, but I can also understand not wanting to go up there, and it's possible they maybe they get it on the way out or something as well.
Tifa getting a shield when they skewed the first one. Yeah, considering that Tifa has the hammer, she'll probably cycle through and check what's on those over at Hera and what's on top of Spectacle Rock. And then maybe go back to...
Oh,
Ooh.
Those are nice. Those are nice mints to get.
Yeah, there's your entirety of Dark Death Mountain.
It will be interesting to see if they check anything in Hera. We'll find that out pretty soon.
So all of this is locked behind the mirror or the lamp or the flute. Looks like
Correct.
Tifa's.
So it is interesting to wonder where those could be. I guess we'll find out at some point, and more specifically, which one it is.
Yeah, we're probably going to get a look at Village of Outcasts from Levi. And this is probably going to be Dark Death Mountain for Tifa.
Yep, that's what it looks like. So we are gonna be leaving those two pieces on Spectral Rock. Not gonna be able to see that or know what those are. But I mean, it's understandable when you get the mitts, you're probably gonna want to go through this way.
Yeah, it's one item that you can get and one that you can see versus what is it? 4 in Hookshot and 2 in Super Bunny.
Yep, that's correct. Plus the floating island. I actually didn't see what it was, but I don't.
Red Rupee.
Okay, okay.
Well, we've got our blue cane now.
Yeah, there's our blue cane. Could check Spike Cave while up here as well. Should be fine with the half magic.
Yeah, just keep that area from getting isolated. It's not like we have the mirror yet, so we can't. Okay, so flippers are also lamp or, and there's a
And
bow.
bow. Wow. A nice red mail too. Kind of getting loaded up in a Hookshot Cave here.
Well, that was kind of a fancy hookshot cave.
It was, and looks like we're skipping Spike Cave, which I mean that can make sense too. You may be coming back anyways at some point, so or you can just skip it and just hope it's never anything as well.
Yeah. Especially with how few hearts Tifa still has. Red mail does absolutely nothing for the spikes. So I did not see anything so far in Skull Woods.
Nope, have not seen anything. See if Tifa heads that way as well. And it looks like they are. And they may be just going straight towards the back, which personally, I'm a fan of when you have the fire rod and it's a crystal, and you need to do it anyways. I usually just head towards the back straight away. Just hope you get both of your items there and can just avoid the front in its entirety.
Yeah, that always feels real nice when you don't have to deal with the front of Skull.
And still are only at 5 hearts over on Tifa's side, which again can make the Mothula fight a little scary. Having that red mail, however, is going to help a lot with that. Make it a little less frightening, but it can still be a scary fight. Mothula can definitely troll you a bit, just depending on the RNG you get and how you handle it. It can definitely be a scary fight still.
Ooh, Levi getting got by the Gibdos. Tifa down to half a heart as well. remembering that there are some hot hearts in these little pots up here.
Yeah, and I think we still have a blue potion on Levi's side, if I remember correctly. I don't think they used it. Maybe they just want to save it for the boss. They just may feel that it's more useful there. We'll see if they use it. I don't believe they used it, if I'm correct.
No, I haven't seen them use it.
All right, about to start Mothula. Looks like they're gonna be using the blue cane here, which is I can see that the tempered sword is gonna do good damage as long as you don't get hit and die. You should be fine.
Yeah, and with red mail, the spikes that are wandering around are actually the most dangerous part of the fight. There we go. Mothula down on Tifa's side. Well done.
Yep, that was a very nice low risk kill there with that blue cane. Kind of just took care of business. We'll see the same over on Levi, see how that goes.
Levi opting
they-
for the fire rod strat here.
And I see they tried to spin attack Mothula, which you should not do with the tempered sword.
Nope. Nor, I believe, the gold sword.
That is correct. Looks like they used that blue potion. When did they get the cape? I actually didn't see that.
Maybe in Skull? I didn't see it either.
Oh, it was in Skullwoods. Okay.
Ah, Skullwood's big. Thank you, Buttergrapes, our tracker.
So yeah, I guess due to the do that big chest having that, we're gonna have to get the front from Tifa's side too. So
Yep.
ultimately, I don't think Levi they really missed out on any time save due to where the items were.
No, not really. This is probably one of the worst layouts in terms of where all the items are.
Thought we might potentially get a check over at Bumper Cave since they found that cave, but it looks like we're not.
Yep, looks like Levi's heading right into Village of Outcasts.
Yeah, this is interesting routing on Tifa's side for Skullwood. I don't think I've seen this routing before.
No, it's... Oh, there's the lamp. All right.
Yeah,
so
there's our lamp. So yeah, it's our logical Death Mountain access right there.
Yep.
We'll see when Levi gets up there.
Hopefully soon, because those gloves are going to be fairly necessary.
Yeah, those mitts are going to be important, and then those flippers will be important as soon as we find the mirror for Swamp Palace.
Nice bomb jump on Tifa's side.
Okay, looks like we are going to get a Bumper Cave check over on Tifa's side. I'm kind of curious what's up here. One of those things where if it's something good and you just don't check it for a while, it always feels really bad. And it's just arrows.
Absolutely nothing. Safe for now.
Yeah, Levi did use their blue potion on Mothula. Somebody in chat was asking.
Mushroom.
Got a mushroom. Nice little fetch quest. Probably not going to be turning that in until we get a flute.
Yeah, I don't see us heading there anytime soon.
Now, if the flute is at the potion shop, now that's kind of an inconvenience.
Only a small one, it's fine. Alright, we've got Levi heading deeper into Thieves. I think so far the only thing of note has been the mushroom.
That mushroom could be anything, literally anything.
Yeah, at least it's not a mushroom sitting on, say, lumberjack.
Or a mushroom on pedestal. That's always a good time.
Don't you love it? Very nice use of cape through the Hellway on Levi's side. Levi's different routing through the world has definitely given him a big heart advantage here.
It has. Some of that heart advantage is negated by not having that red mail, but it's still nice to have those hearts. And also having the powder is also really nice. You can always, get fairies in situations like this. It's one of those, I feel like the powder is one of those really nice quality of life things you can get, kind of up there with. Not quite as good as Half Magic or Tempered Sword, but I think it's a little underappreciated.
Yeah, the powder is really nice to have, especially in the later Dark World dungeons, where there are a lot of anti-fairies and a lot of things that do a lot of damage. Thieves Town has had 2 full heart containers in it.
Let's see what's in the big chest. Just a
Just
map.
the map. About to have a nice blind fight on Levi's side.
I don't think I've ever seen phase 1 with just slashing like that, but it worked.
I lost the script a little bit on phase 2, but we're still doing pretty good, and we've got that cape, so just smack blind down. There we go.
Yeah, the cape can make a lot of bosses a lot safer. Blind is a good one. Vidya, of course, is a good one with the cape. Mothula, like that cape can really help a lot on some of the bosses.
So that's 2 crystals for Levi, and soon to be 2 for Tifa. Nice round 1 of blind script.
Yeah, that's a little late on the second phase for the script, but overall, that's a really good blind fight.
Yep. And also use the cape to good effect to just make that third phase super simple.
I see where Levi's going here. Looks like they may be having a little bit of discussion with their mentor right now.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure where they're headed. I don't
I'm
think
guessing
there's
Tivo's
anything.
probably heading to Eastern, maybe? Combine it with
Yeah,
Eastern, then Pod. Oh,
yeah,
they also haven't
Tifa.
checked Saha as well.
Yeah, and Tifa has that bow, which they know is now in logic. So,
I'm guessing Levi's probably heading to the mountain, Death Mountain right now, which is gonna let them find all the goods that are waiting for them up there.
yeah, we'll see if they check out um, Spectacle Rock.
Someone asked where the bow was. It was in Hookshot Cave, I believe.
Yes, the
As
bow,
long
the
the bow, the
flippers.
flippers, and red mail. I think we're all in there.
Yes, one right after the other. So when Tifa finishes off Eastern Palace, she'll have both red crystals available to her.
That is true. I'd be curious when they decide to check that. I feel like it probably just depends on what we find in Eastern and Pod if it becomes a priority or not. If we
Well,
find a mirror, I feel like we're gonna want to take care of Swamp. Find the fluid, of course. We're probably gonna chase that off, but we'll see.
so nothing inside Spectacle Rock, and nothing on the top. So Tifa made a good decision there.
Yeah, I'm curious if we'll ever see anything in Hera. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but you never know. Sometimes, sometimes you might find what you need in there.
I think I'd probably at least dip it to see what's, in the first two checks.
Yeah, the first two checks are nice and quick. It's, when you have that hook shot, it's kind of like, okay, it doesn't take that much more time to get up to the top, but then you're kind of feel like you're just committing to it at that point. But we'll see. We'll see if they even head over that way.
Yeah, like Tifa, they might decide that Dark Death Mountain is their better option as soon as they get their mitts.
I don't think we found anything in Eastern so far.
Nope, there's not been much of anything of note in here.
Okay, it looks like they are going to Hera. Levi is looks like they are going that way. So if there's something in here, something big in here, that can make a big difference since Tiva skipped it and we're probably not going to see it for a while on their side.
Vanilla Bow.
Yeah, that's interesting.
So, if you wanted to dive Eastern before you did Death Mountain, you could.
Yeah, and you could have just completed it right there. That's very interesting.
So both of our runners are probably going to have silver arrows for this run. I cannot see Levi missing that.
Oh, there's no way, right?
Not unless he walks into Eastern way later than I expect.
Yeah, I mean, if you're in Goma at that point, then maybe, but that would be way later than I would think as well.
And now
I
blink
got
and you miss it, Armos Knights.
I got blue potion and 300 rupees in Hera, so nothing worth noting up there.
Although looks like Levi might be completing the dungeon.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I can see it. You're here. You don't have a mirror to get out quickly. It could still be. There could still potentially be something on pedestal. I mean, it's unlikely, but I think you don't have a mirror, so it's going to take you a bit to get out of here, anyways. You might as well finish the boss. It won't take that long. It's 2 hits, right?
Yeah. Tifa's over there heading into pod now.
I'm always surprised if there's not something in pod. It feels like there's always something in here, so we'll see. We'll see if we pull like a mirror or something.
Well, at least it can't be hammer in pod.
Oh, I love it when the hammer's in pod.
That's always exciting.
Well, it's usually relieving most of the time because you're just hoping, you find it because you're going in there without the hammer, and then when you do, it's just a major sense of relief a lot of the times.
So, not that it matters, but is this a bow-locked pod?
It is.
Tifa remembering which pot that button is under, which I never do.
Yeah, as far as pedestal goes, both flute or mirror, I believe, could still be there.
Or we could have a medallion.
Yes, that is true, and yeah, that's it. Just one of those. Or it could be something really fun, like shovel into one of those. That's
Yeah,
always a fun
something
time.
that leads into one of those is also a possibility.
I think
Levi.
the book could also be on pedestal.
Yes, it can. Levi
Wouldn't
about
that
to
be
get his
something?
great hype cave, hookshot cave.
And we're also not getting a Spike Cave check over on Levi's side. I must be like a big fan of Spike Cave myself because I'm just thinking, what's in Spike Cave?
Yeah, considering all the items that they have on hand, I think I would have just cleaned that area up.
Yeah, they're just leaving Spike Cave up there by itself. I mean, the only other time it'll be convenient is if they get a book and have to check that ether tablet. But I think I would have checked Spike Cave just to clean up and not have any lingering checks up there. It makes a little bit more sense on Tifa's side since they didn't do the Spec Rock checks and didn't do Hera. Um, I'm a little bit more surprised about it on Levi's side.
Yeah, because now Levi has nothing up there except for the tablet and Spike Cave. So,
And so far, I don't think we found anything in Pod, but
no, once again, a dungeon is coming up kind of empty.
we still
But-
have a lot in the back though, so.
Yeah, as we've only just started getting into the real meat of this dungeon, so.
Looks like Levi's heading the same way to do Eastern then. More likely than not Pod afterwards. Nice green rupee, just what you want to see.
Always love to see it.
And just more rupees so far. Nothing exciting happening in Pod, but we have the maze over here.
3 more checks plus Helmasaur, yep.
There's the mirror.
Nicely timed as well, because getting out of here with red mail and this many hearts, it's not fun.
Yeah, nice boomerang too. Someone's saying could have done Pod and EP. I mean, you could have, but I don't think you would ever go for that because you're just kind of hoping that you get the mirror, and if you don't, then well, you can't get back. You can't get back to the light world easily. I don't think you would ever actually go for that. You would if you could see the future, maybe.
Oh man, if we could see the future, a lot of my seeds would be a lot different.
Exactly.
Just load that spoiler log right into my brain. It's fine.
So yeah, now that they got the mirror, I wouldn't be surprised if we go to Swamp afterwards.
Yeah, you've got a full clear of swamp available to you now. So we actually really don't need much more for go mode already.
Yeah, I mean, all we need is the cane and the flute, I believe, and potentially a medallion, just depending on the Meyer situation.
Yep.
We may already have the medallion, but we're not going to find out till we get that flute.
So given that we're 2, possibly 3 from go mode, if you go into Swamp Palace right now, do you skip left side?
Oh man, you know, I'm I'm so bad with left side. I'm a person who is always way too afraid to skip it. Some of my mentors have been telling me I gotta skip it, you know, but I feel like with that many potential go mode items, if I don't get anything in Swamp prior to that, and if there's 2 things over there, I'm probably definitely going for it.
Yeah, I think if there's two items sitting over there on left side, I might go back in for it.
Well, there's the book on a Helmasaur. That's interesting.
So
That could be our.
Flute and Desert?
Yeah,
No
yeah,
chance
that could be
to
our way into desert.
Flute
I
and
would.
Desert, no chance to double up Misery and Desert?
Could be possible. Also, what is Levi? Okay, I think they may have had a little talk with their mentor there. Yeah, I would still imagine swamp first, but if you don't find anything there, then you can just head on over to desert and see what you turn up. I don't remember has I don't think either runner has checked Agina either at this point.
No. Agina has not been checked.
Oh, is Tifa going there now? Oh, okay. I would have expected swamp first, but I guess this can make sense too.
Yeah, I think I would have done what Chad is suggesting, which is swamp to Bombos tablet into desert from there.
Yeah, that would have made sense to me. You just, get swamp done, then you just head left, mirror, and then, you're good to go. I feel like the routing would make more sense because if you don't find anything here in desert, now you're just like kind of backtracking and, getting to swamp, and then you still have to go hit Bombos tablet maybe. But you never know. Maybe they just, get something in here and it's all worth it.
They might also be planning on grabbing Smith Chain into Cave 45, into Swamp, into Bombos.
And that could also make sense. We've still not seen any of that, so that's a lot of checks there as well. Or perhaps after Swamp, they want to go chase the Pyramid Fairy, Pyramid Ledge, something like that. There's a lot of different ways you could route this out.
Don't you love having all the options?
Exactly. That's what makes it so exciting.
So yeah, we've got Levi going through, and Levi doing exactly what I normally do, which is forget there's a button there. Levi into pod now.
And there's nothing in desert. That's our second item, so we'll still expect to finish off the boss, and then I'm guessing swamp after this, but I've been surprised once already, so we'll see.
Yep. Oh, our chat is being extra mean, declaring that Flute will be in TR. On Trinex.
On Trinex, that would be amazing. I hope to see it now. I want that.
Wow, what did these runners ever do to you?
I just want to see, I just want to see more rando. I just want to see more. Keep it going as long as possible.
Adding to it with TR Medallion on Catfish.
That sounds like a good time.
With Silver Arrows, Tifa's probably going to have a quick job of this. Well, maybe not.
Yeah, they may have abandoned that strategy. It can be kind of hard to get the timing right on it with those silvers. I've definitely shot 3 silvers. They all missed. I'm like, never mind. I'm just using my sword.
Yeah, just if you can't find the timing or feel the timing in a specific run, just do sword spins.
Yeah, Fire Ice Rod actually probably would have made a lot of sense with half magic, but it's possible they just forgot about it. You know, sometimes you go in there expecting to do something one way with, you know, silvers, it doesn't happen, then your brain just kind of is like, oh man, I have to like do something and quick, and you just don't think of the other options.
Yep, mess up your opening, just resort to what you know you can finish.
Finally getting that
Levi
Agina check.
getting his
Yep.
great 1 rupee. What's old man got for us? A little
Just a
low.
heart piece. Yeah, you always hate to see something like really good there when you don't check it until, you know, an hour in. It always feels so bad, but you know, luckily for them, it's just a little heart piece this time. I'll get a tactical map check on Levi's side.
Looks like Tifa's heading into the Dark World now. And there's that mirror for Levi.
It's such a great location for the mirror, honestly.
It is. You're just sitting here dreading trying to get out of Dark Maze, and then you just get bailed out.
So I'll be curious if they just rush left side, if they, you know, come back for it, or if they just skip it. Oh yeah, I forgot. Tifa never checked Dam either.
Nope. Not that they were really missing out on much, but
You know, that is a situation though where, you know, that could really come back to bite you, just depending on what was there. It didn't happen this time, but that kind of is the downside of not checking it right away. You know, just depending on how the seed goes, you could end up leaving it there for a pretty long time.
yeah. And then you sit there, hour and 15 going, oh man, was my item there? I hope not.
Yeah, I'm personally not a fan of skipping Dam. I know why, you know, I understand the argument people make about, you know, bundling it with Agina, but I think, you know, this is kind of an example where it can just be a long time before you get back to it. And if something was there, then, you know, you can just get burned kind of hard on it.
Yeah, I don't tend to like abandoning Dam unless I get the book in the opening, because then I'll do Mini Moldorm to Ice Rod and then back Dam to Agina to Desert.
Yeah, that makes sense when you get that book. Sometimes you can just, you know, sometimes if you're feeling it, you can also just head straight to Eastern, or sorry, to Desert in that case when you have the book, just depending on, you know, what else you have.
Levi cleaning up Dark Turtles, real nice. Time for the Helmasaur fight on Levi's side.
It looks like for
And-
now, not doing left side, but may come back for it.
Yep. And the single silver arrow into Helmasaur's gem, and Helma's down on Levi's side. So that's 4 crystals for Levi and 5 for Tifa.
You're not going back for that big chest, so kind of leaving that for now in swamp.
Considering that she's already abandoned left side, if you're gonna go back in, already, or you're thinking about it already, just don't go back to Big Chest.
Yeah, it's pretty nice when you just go back in and get everything at once. Plus, knowing that that big key's not on left side, so you can just mirror out and you don't have to make that backtrack as well, is always pretty nice.
Here's Argus for Tifa. Getting a pretty clean fight here, pulling these puffs off without getting hit. And Levi is coming into Swamp already. Not getting distracted by that book.
Yeah, that's the play I think makes a lot more sense, is going into Swamp, and then you can just carry that on over to Desert next, as well as hit that Bombos tablet. I think it makes a lot more sense to do it this way, honestly. And, since we found out already that Desert didn't have anything in there, that would have, made a big difference. I think it definitely is the better play. And it looks like we're not going back into Swamp either. That could be a big difference maker depending on what's over there. So we'll see if Levi gets those.
Okay, so there are 3 items left in Swamp because we've seen the compass, the map, and the big key.
There's the ice rod. That's interesting. There
I
is
don't
a
like that.
possibility Tifa might be going back to Swamp actually after checking that tablet, which would, if so, that does make sense. We'll see if they are doing that or doing Pyramid Fairy. No, actually, they are. What are they going to Ice Palace?
Looks like it.
Interesting. Okay. Oh, they have. Wait, Tifa also has never done these Zora area checks as well, so that actually may be what they're. Or wait, have they done the Zora checks? Maybe I'm incorrect on that. But either way, it does look like Ice Palace. Yeah, I was thinking maybe they were gonna hit those Zora checks, but it looks like they're just going into Ice Palace. Levi did check Hobo. They checked Hobo. They water walked there, then went over to Zora afterwards. So they've gotten all those checks. I'm never the biggest fan of doing Ice Palace without Canis and Maria, but we'll see. We'll see how this goes.
I mean, Kane could be in here.
That is true. Oh, it is. You called it.
Well then, commentator's blessing on that part.
It was.
So now we just need flute and possibly another medallion.
And it does look like we're getting left side on Levi. So if the flute's over here, that can be big. Well,
Vanilla flute?
It could still be. And a boomerang. Yeah, that's very interesting. We'll see if they chase down that dig spot immediately or not. I always feel when I'm doing something like left side or like a pendant dungeon, I get the mushroom or a shovel. I always want to like chase it down as soon as possible to make my play pay off.
Speaking of mushroom, I don't think anyone's checked it.
That is true. I think, they're both they both have been waiting for the flute to make it easy, but like I said, the flute could be there. And there's the flute. Ice Palace had everything we need.
Oh boy.
It is a little interesting they're continuing. I guess there is a fear of that medallion. I personally would probably bail at this point and just hope I have the medallion I need, but I can understand wanting to finish because you're deep at this point, and you know, in the off chance you have to come back, it would really suck. I personally would bail though.
I can kind of understand this single check because it's not too far, and it's really kind of annoying to get back to this one in particular. Okay. So we have Butter Sword on Levi's side.
Oh, Bombos. That's interesting. We know Bombos is TR access, so we'll see what Meyer is. That's gonna be insane if Meyer is Bombos and we just got everything needed in ice there.
Yeah, I was going to say it would be pretty funny if everything in Ice Palace was your Meyer items. Which could actually be a pretty bad thing if you'd left.
Yeah, for sure. We'll find out pretty soon here.
All right, moment of truth. What's our medallion?
It is Bombos. Wow. That is insane.
So you had to get all of the items in Ice Palace in order to get into Meyer.
Yeah, if you bailed after getting that flu, you would pay for it. You would pay dearly for that.
Yeah, I agree with chat. Levi really needs to just go right into ice if he has any chance. I do love how Ice Rod is just kind of obnoxious little bait right there.
Yeah, and I think it's kind of a good thing maybe that Bombos is what unlocks TR. Otherwise, you know, you get that cane, you might be half tempted to, you know, go there.
Yep. Both dungeons using the same medallion means that there's no chance of anything worthwhile being in TR. Especially since we know where all of our safeties are. Yeah.
Yeah, overall, I think you know, I think Tifa's routed this pretty well. I think that Ice Palace play and just finishing off, that was huge. That was definitely huge.
Yeah, choosing to go after that last chest in Ice-T, I think that sealed their lead here. the joys of rando, where you can just make a correct decision, but it is not the correct decision for the seed.
Yeah, sometimes, sometimes it's not about necessarily doing the right thing. Sometimes it's just doing the lucky thing, honestly. Just going to the right place it is.
Tifa deciding to give up on doing that rail clip over there. Nice attempt.
Yeah, it can be tricky. It can be tricky. So, if you don't get it after a couple times, makes sense to just abandon it. Will be interesting to see where Levi goes after this, if they're gonna go to Ice Palace or if they're just gonna go elsewhere, go maybe hunt some overworld checks, Smith Chain, Pyramid Fairy, stuff like that. It'll be very interesting.
Considering that they've already done one pendant dungeon for nothing, I don't feel like they're going to head into ice.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of a tough decision because I hate ever going into ice without the cane. Cane of Samaria, it just so happened to be in there, right?
Levi getting a very nice silvered land mow there. And welcome to Emok and their party of 4. Thank you for the raid.
See if we get Silver's on Vitreous here, or just go with the old trusty cape. Have the bows out for now. Yeah, looks like we are getting Silvers.
Just a couple more. Oh, almost getting hit there.
Ooh, getting a little okay, good now. Just one more hit there could have been pretty bad, but thankfully dodged that last lightning.
And there's 7 crystals for Tifa. So, we're about to head into GT.
Yeah, it looks like Levi unfortunately may be going the incorrect way here. I'm gonna guess they may be doing Smith Chain, and I don't believe we've ever got like hammer pegs or any of that, so probably turn that in, K45, all that, which makes sense. We know it's the wrong decision because we've seen what's an Ice Palace, but it does make sense.
Tifa's gonna stop in to get some potions for safety. Makes sense.
And that also makes a lot of sense. The heart count is fairly low, and GT can be a little bit scary. Ganon could even potentially be scary. Tifa doesn't have the gold sword, so that can also make a little bit of a difference, especially on the Ganon fight.
Yep. Looks like Levi is doing Smith Chain.
And I think it makes sense to do this. Again, we know, unfortunately, it's wrong, but I think it makes sense to do this. It's a lot of checks you can get, and again, Ice Palace without Cane of Samaria sucks, so it makes sense.
So, as we approach GT, where do you think the big key will be?
Oh, am I allowed to guess?
Yeah, why not?
Oh, it's gonna be a tile room, of course. The best place.
Wow. All right. I'll go with the vanilla chest.
Oh yeah, that's also a pretty fun place for it to be.
And we're heading into GT.
Yep, see what route they took. Looks like they're going into Hope Room first. This is usually how I prefer to do it.
Yeah, I usually go for Stalfos room and then right.
Oh, there's the big key.
Well then, that's a 2.
And thankfully, it does look like they're remembering to get the small key. I remember when I first started out, I burned myself on that more than one time, just forgetting to get a small key.
Yeah. And looks like Klutz 450 in chat is our winner today. Yes, you can get lucky with 0 keys, but do you really want to bet a tournament seed on that? That just seems like bad times.
Yeah, it's a pretty big risk. I don't know what the percentages are, but it's pretty low. Also, surprised Tifa didn't pick up any arrows there. Looks like they maybe come back for those arrows. I was
Yeah.
gonna say we need some arrows for Ganon.
Let's see where Levi's heading next. Looks like probably Big Bomb.
Yeah, and again, that it makes sense to me. It makes sense. It's just again, it's wrong in this case.
Yeah, chat pointing out that we are on the climb at 1 hour 16 minutes. This is a really good time for a seed.
Yeah, this has actually been really good. Again, I think the routing from Tifa's side just kind of worked out nearly perfectly, right? I think that Ice Palace play was just so big. It was so big going there, finishing it off, and just getting everything needed. It's kind of insane everything was just in there, but it really paid off.
Yeah, it did. Tifa deciding the Stalfos need to just die to Bombos.
I'm curious what Levi's doing. I thought they already checked Tobo.
I
Did they
guess
not? Oh, I guess they didn't. I must have misremembered that.
Yeah, I thought someone had, but I guess maybe not.
Apparently they started going to Hobo and turned around. Yeah, I think I remember that. That makes sense. I do like how Birdo's Dark World sprite is what's that Ostro, I believe, which is the character in Mario 2 that was misnamed in the credits as Birdo.
Nice. I did not know that was who it was, but
Yeah,
makes a lot
yeah.
of sense.
Looked like they were going to use that blue potion, but decided against it. Probably feel they can get to the fairies.
Here's a nice heart drop from one of the Wizrobes. Levi heading up to Catfish now. Oh, Wizrobes 2 being very mean.
Yeah, you can turn in the mushroom, do catfish. Again, it all makes sense. I'm wondering if there's like, a reluctance to go into Ice Palace without that Cane of Samaria.
There probably is. Combined with already dipping Tower of Hera and finishing it off and getting nothing, I can understand the reluctance. Yeah, use that potion. Don't risk falling off again.
Yeah. You got the potion. You need to use it. I think they have a second one as well. I think they bought two, if I remember correctly. So
Yeah, Tifa bought two before heading up the mountain.
yeah, which makes sense. You'll have that extra one for Ganon, so you should still be fine.
There we go. Got through Torches 1.
I think they may have been thinking about that magic, then realized, oh, I used the blue potion there.
Yup. Catfish just a red rupee today.
Yeah, there's really not much catfish could have. There's pretty much nothing left out there, right?
Ether, Bugnet,
and a couple bottles. Like, I don't think there's much else out there.
our last shield. Nice use of hookshot
Yeah,
there.
I was gonna say nice hookshot strats there. Oh, and a heart. That'll help.
Getting through that last room pretty nicely. Well done.
Yeah, finally heading to ice for Levi. It's probably gonna. Oh, well, maybe they're getting some bombs. They may potentially think they're gonna have to do the bomb jump and not feel very comfortable with it and wanted some extra bombs.
Yeah, that would make sense. And if they're not comfortable with the bomb jump and they don't have the red cane, that could be another reason why you'd want to avoid this.
For sure, it's gonna feel pretty bad to see that cane immediately. Hopefully they'll continue through and get everything and not just bail, especially after that flute. There is a possibility they may feel that they're behind and need to leave as soon as getting it, but we'll see.
And there's Aga2 down for Tifa.
Yeah, this is likely to be a sub 90 on Tifa's side. A very, very good time, assuming Ganon goes okay.
Has that cape out just in case.
Yeah, and I think it makes sense with Timber Sword. You can just pull out the cape and just go to town, and your magic's not gonna drain too much.
Yeah, and it means you just don't get hit.
Exactly, and you have that blue potion in reserve, so magic shouldn't be an issue. But if it is, you still have that potion.
Yeah, half magic, a blue potion, cape. Just use your resources. This is the last boss. And we're in almost done with third phase. Ganon warps have been pretty nice so far. Got the first early shot in.
Lighting with the lamp, maybe magic concerns. Not sure on that one. But either way, that's Ganon dead, and that'll be really good time on Tifa's side. No 126 and some change. Let's get some GGs for Tifa.
Yeah, very nicely done. And with the very last silver arrow that she had. Here's going to be flute for Levi.
And I think Levi's leaving. No? Oh man.
Yep.
That's rough. The worst part too is they were trying to do a bomb jump, I think, to get over to Ice-T, then gave up on it. Had they done that and got that bombos first, they may have kept going for that flute. That's rough.
Well, the other option is they're the one who knows that it was Bombos for Turtle Rock. With Bombos and Kane as your items, that opens up all those items in Turtle Rock.
That is true, and that's why I'm saying it's kind of a good thing that Bombos and Maya were kind of shared, because you don't want to like accidentally get one and just think you need to go to Turtle Rock instead. But thankfully it was all the same.
Yep. Yeah, I agree with chat. It is probably going to be check Mire Shed, checkerboard, and then head up to Spike Cave.
Yeah, I think when you're feeling behind. I mean, you go into Ice Palace so late, you see those, you got to be feeling behind. So you're just like, okay, we need to get out of here, and just hope what we need is right there in Mire Shed, and we can just or that you already have what you need, right? Because they don't know at this point that they need Bombos.
There's the knowledge.
And at this point, it will be a last locate for that item inside of Ice Palace.
Yeah, it's a hard last locate. I don't see going back in there until everything else is cleared out.
Yeah, you pretty much can't, right? You can't. You're saying I'm leaving this, and I'm committing to leaving this.
Well, who thinks that all 3 of your items for Go Mode are going to be in Ice Palace?
I know, it's kind of insane. I mean, a lot of people were saying they would bail after that flute, and I may very well have too myself. It's just you get 2 items you need right there, and it's just you can't possibly have a medallion you need in Ice Palace as well, right? That's impossible, surely.
No, the tablet on Mountain has not been checked yet, so this is probably Ether Tablet and then Spike Cave for Levi. Yeah, as chat's saying, this is a really good time for anyone, really. An hour 26 ish. Very nice.
Hello, yeah, wow.
Yeah, you just really picked the god route on that one. Congratulations.
My mentor kind of helped me through this, so he said,
Well,
"Don't
Yeah,
leave ice." He said, "Don't leave ice. There might be something else there."
yeah, that
I
was
just thought I almost walked over to my mirror and I'm like, wait a minute, he told me not to leave ice.
I mean, pretty much all of us were basically saying exactly what you were thinking. We've got 2 good items. Let's just leave. But your mentor was correct.
Yes, that is a new PB.
And it's really
awesome.
nice.
Congrats.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
God.
126 is a great time. That was a
Yes.
great run.
I couldn't believe it. Yeah, we just said screw it to the down below at first once we found gloves and hammer, and just said, hey, let's go up there without lamp, and it worked out well. Worked out really well.
Yeah, that got you to the mitts and the bow really fast.
Yes. And then there was a vanilla bow in Eastern.
Yeah. We had vanilla,
like,
half
whoa!
magic.
Yeah. I was happy when I found half magic, and I'm like, yay!
Yeah, that was
My-
what, 10, 12 minutes in? Pretty early.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really early. It's it's awesome to have it that early. It's super useful.
Yeah, I had a bad GT, but you know what? I still won.
Yeah.
Mm.
And it wasn't that bad of a GT. I've certainly seen worse.
Yeah, there's like,
That's a lot better than it's been lately. So
Yeah. All
yeah,
you
I think
need
there's
is
only
more
one
practice.
trouble room in GT. I think it was overall, not bad.
yeah, my escape. Oh my god, I really thought I'd lost so much time in escape.
Really, I
You
think
weren't too badly off with that.
yeah, the escape also was fine from what I remember. I
Yeah,
think
it was a little
And
under
the
6
rat decided
minutes.
to elude me.
Oh yeah. Congratulations on the key rat going on vacation. It
I know.
happened.
What the hell? I'm like, get back here! And it kept on hitting me. I'm like, no!
Yep, it happens. You just get used to it.
Yes,
And you did catch the key rat right by the key door.
I did. Yeah.
Oh, here's Levi heading back into ice for that final item.
Yeah. Once I'm like, you know what? Let me see if it's not on cold stare. If it's not on cold stare, and if it's one of the medallions, I'm like, I'm dipping, and I dipped it, and I'm like, oh my god, it's after Bombos.
Were you afraid that you were going to have to go into Turtle Rock?
Yes. When I found the ice rod, I'm like, oh crap.
Yep. Chat was being all super mean, saying things like flute on Trinex.
I know. This is what my mentor says, because I was in Swamp Palace. He's like, you know what? Let's actually go ice, since we had ice so early. And the funny thing is, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to do this all vanilla. And then lo and behold, the first check in Ice Palace.
Yeah, that got a laugh out of most of us. Especially because I was saying, well, Kane could be an ice. And then you open the chest and there was Kane.
Yeah, that's what me and Gumby were laughing so hard when I saw it. we were like, well, Okay, let's go do icebreaker.
And speaking of icebreaker, Levi doing a nice icebreaker himself.
So I hope you don't mind me watching the stream. Where did you find the last sword?
That is in Swamp Palace, big chest.
Oh, so luckily I didn't go back.
Yeah,
I asked
if
my
you,
mentor.
if you went back, you would have gotten gold sword and shovel.
Yeah, I don't think we ever saw what was on that shovel, but can't be anything worthwhile.
Beast. Levi dug it up. I can't remember what it was though.
Oh, he did. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Levi checked it
Oh.
with purple chest.
Yeah. You notice I skipped blacksmith.
Yeah, and it was a good decision this time because there was nothing there.
Yes.
Yeah, it did seem a little aggressive at the time, leaving 3 things, but I mean, it worked out. It definitely
Yeah,
worked
no,
out.
I did talk to my mentor. I'm like, should I be going to where's the swamp house? No, go to ice. I'm like, okay.
Wait, what did Levi just do? He hookshotted across that gap.
Yeah, I believe you can do that. I think it's just difficult.
I never knew that was possible. All right then.
Yeah, I've seen it before. I don't know how to do it. I don't know what the
Yeah, he's
setup
gonna get
is.
bombed now.
Yep. There's his
I
go
think
mode.
it.
I am so glad I actually found it. Luckily, I stayed and went.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a very fortuitous decision on your mentor's part to poke you to stay
Yeah.
in there.
Yeah, also a good decision just to go to Ice Palace immediately and, skip everything else like the Smith Chain or the Pyramid Ferry and such is, worked out really well just to head to Ice Palace immediately.
Yeah. Since I had it open, that's why. So.
Yeah, and that makes sense.
I noticed you had the 3rd bottle. I only got 2.
Yeah, there is a bottle of blue goo in Checkerboard Cave.
Oh, okay. Good thing I missed that.
So Levi is in his final dungeon now.
Now I have to do this, say this. I am a bit nervous about next week because of the random weapons.
Oh yeah, me too.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
Knowing my luck, I'm going to get 2 bomb escape seeds.
Same.
If you haven't watched the boot camp video with Skelly, highly recommend it. I've been watching through it today just to get prepared for practicing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to be practicing some of that tonight for sure.
Yeah, I'm going to be doing it tomorrow with my mentor, Sora. I already have my mentor already.
It seems like the trickiest thing about it, surprisingly, is finding bombs so that you can do back of escape
Yeah.
without having to come back earlier. So just having to remember the various prize packs and like what each drop can mean, so you know if you need to farm or not.
Yeah.
When I went into Mire, I'm like, please be a God Mire. Please be a God Mire. It didn't really pay out, but that's okay.
No. No, it didn't.
And I do have to say, this is my first win of this season.
Well,
Yeah,
congrats.
I was looking at past results before this just to get an idea, and it seems like you've had a lot of close races. I think they've all been
Yes.
within like a minute or two, so they've all been
It
like
was
really
mostly my
close.
Jeep. It was mostly my Jeep.
Yeah, that's always a good one to practice because you have to do it every
Yeah.
time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the GT climb and the Ganon fight is something that you need to be practicing a lot.
Yeah, that's why it's always recommended if you're in a race and you lost or you saw that you lost to definitely finish off the seed so you get that practice in.
Yeah.
I think that's Levi's getting in right now.
Yeah. So
He has more
For
hearts
that-
than me, though.
yeah, for that fairy that Levi just got, you don't have to lift that pot up. You can just sprinkle the powder on it, and the bunny beam will turn into a fairy. It's been a pretty clean mire so far for Levi.
Yeah, it has, especially because, I'm sure that there's probably some amount of frustration when playing, just, knowing what happened in Ice Palace. And, sometimes it's kind of just hard to keep your
Yeah.
cool and just like focus and play properly after something like that happens.
Yep. Doesn't seem to have affected his play style that much though. So, good on him. Nice avoidance of the anti-fairy.
Looks like
And
we're gonna
here
get
we
silver straps
Yep.
as well.
He did have a little bit of trouble on Vitreous, as you probably saw.
Yeah, those lightning beams just decided to go right for you repeatedly.
Yeah, I know. You notice I was trying my best to stay away, and I was like, nope, it wouldn't. It just kept on coming right toward me. Yeah, so tomorrow, my mentor and I already have a scheduled plan already to go through the standard settings, standard start with the ramp weapon. So
Yeah, good luck with that. Now Levi is
wondering where
heading up
Ether
to
is.
GT.
I'm wondering where Ether is.
Ether is either in Turtle Rock or
yeah.
GT, I believe.
More likely than not,
Uh.
GT, just due to density, but you never know.
Yeah, I noticed he did do Tower of Hera. I asked my mentor, I'm like, should I go to Tower of Hera since I'm up here in Deathmont? He's like, no, because that's not a crystal, so. And it worked out so well.
Yeah, it really did work out very nicely for you. There was absolutely nothing in Hera.
Yeah, and especially when you don't have a mirror, you kind of commit to it, which is
Yeah.
kind of what happened on Levi's side. It kind of got committed to even killing the boss, which didn't even have an item, so kind of saved quite a bit by not going in there at all.
Yeah.
So his mentor said before going to Pod and Eastern, he said, go to Eastern first and then go to Pod, because since you don't know where the mirror is. And lo and behold, I find mirror in Pod.
Yeah.
That's a nice mirror location. That's a really nice mirror location, though,
Yeah.
because then you could just warp out of the maze and not have to worry about getting out
Yeah,
of it.
I was trying to set up a death warp anyways in that room. And then all of a sudden, lo and behold, there's a big key chest. Here's the mirror for you. I'm like, you're like, what?
Yeah, that was very fortuitous.
And then when I found out where the big key was, I'm like, I'm not leaving until I get a small key.
Looks
I even
like
said that to my mentor.
Levi's taking the same route in GT, so we're not gonna see any additional chest in here.
Oh,
I'm just,
Oh,
went
he's not
left
checking that
first.
second. He's not checking that second chest. Should have to see if there's a
Oh.
big key, but
Yeah, the small key, you mean?
or yeah, sorry, the small key, but just going for the known one, I guess.
yeah. Oh yeah, who won the Gamba on the big key thing?
Klutz. Our very own mentee Klutz did.
Yeah, I'm still very surprised on like this lower hearts where I was, and I'm like, how did I beat this game with only 9 hearts?
Yeah, you had low hearts for a lot of that. I mean, luckily you found the red mail pretty early on, but you were
Yeah.
definitely not getting many hearts.
Yeah, I decided to skip Thievestown and Skullwoods until I had Cape or Cane of Burna because of the low hearts I was on.
Yeah, that makes sense. Mahula
Yeah.
sucks with low hearts.
Yeah, so I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna wait. I couldn't believe I had a good blind though. I had a good blind script, but I did put on the cape because I was, of course, fearing that I was gonna get hit too many times and then die. So
It's always better to be safe than sorry. Yep.
and that's the reason why I did go to the room where Levi just was.
Yep. Yeah, the recovery room is very useful. And
yeah,
we have
and my mentor said, in that first room where I was using my bow, he said, go back in there, you need some arrows. And I didn't realize how low of arrows I was.
Oh yeah. You
Yeah.
you were down to just one.
He
Yeah.
killed Ganon with the last arrow.
I did.
Levi using Bombos to get rid of these Zyzex. And getting a full magic
Yeah,
refill
getting
too.
a free magic from that. It all worked out.
Oh, yeah.
And just repeating it in this room. Perfectly valid. Sometimes you just want to say no.
Yeah. My Lamulets could have been better, but you know what? Whatever.
Your second one was pretty good.
It could have been a bit better, but okay.
I mean, as my mentor from the NMG program said, you practice Landmo 500 times, and then you practice it another 500 times, and you still need to practice.
That is true.
That's a nice kill there by Levi, getting that double hit off on there with the spin attack.
Yep. Yeah, Levi making some pretty nice work of the gauntlet here. Already through it and into the very top.
I did tell my mentor after I was done with Misery Meyer, I'm like, I'm gonna go to shop to get myself some potions. And I'm so glad I did.
Oh yeah, that was a good choice too. I mean, it doesn't like even burn that much time to go get those potions, right? But it can save so much time from like a death or run out of magic
Yes.
or something.
Where I almost died
Especially
a couple times.
since,
Yeah.
yeah, this room that Levi is in right now, where you were down to half a heart.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. My mental state when I'm in GT is not good.
Just the permanently screaming
Yes.
gif, yeah. Levi almost to Moldorm 2.
I had a great
Filling-
Moldorm too, though.
Filling up on Hearts of Magic here makes sense. Be nice and ready for Ganon.
One and 2, and Moldorm is down.
Yep, and with the gold sword, it should make quick work of Ganon when we get there.
He also validated too, like I did.
Yep.
I said, you know what? Because this since was the jet seed, I'm like, I'm gonna validate the seed.
Oh, Levi just put the cape on. Okay, got through.
Yeah, it's fine.
As you did notice, when I was going through Aga, I made sure to switch to my cape right away because I'm like, okay, I'm low on hearts. I don't want to die during Ganon, so
Yep.
especially with the bacon sword only, since I did not get fit butter.
I think Levi needs one more hit?
Nope.
2.
Now one more?
Yeah. I think I miscounted. There it is.
Well, you really meant one more after the next one, right?
Sure. We'll go with that. Levi about to face Ganon.
Yep, and coming in with silver's half magic, gold sword, red mail. Should be a pretty smooth fight, hopefully.
12 hearts.
Sorry, just DM me. Let me know what's going on tomorrow, so.
Yep, let's put on that cape and just go into town.
I don't blame him after me being so low on hearts.
Yeah, it's a perfectly valid thing to do. I think I do it every time I have the cape and half magic because you just keep whacking the sword and your magic's hardly going to drain. So
Yeah.
Or if you have a couple of bottles and not half magic, you're still pretty good to go.
yeah, exactly.
I'm also talking to Emok and DMs too, so I hope you don't mind. Everybody's very proud of me of my work I've been putting in on this, so
Yeah.
Yeah, you had
certainly
a
made some improvements.
yeah, and you had a great run. Like that's such a good time, 126.
yeah, and I'm so glad my mentor told me to stay in Ice Palace.
Yeah, that was big.
And then when I found Bombos, I'm like, please let this be the medallion I needed. Please don't let it be Ether. I was begging the rando gods, please, just be Bombos or Quake.
And there we go. Ganon down for Levi.
Yeah, let's get
GGs
some
in
GGs
chat.
in chat for Levi. Unfortunately, we don't know the time, but we'll see it at the
There
end
we
at
go.
least.
Race room time says 1:54:05.
Yeah, I forgot there's the race room time, isn't there?
Yep. I
Yep.
have the race room up, so
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah,
True.
I probably should have that up.
it's only slightly useful. No worries.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I do apologize for taking a long time to get into the voice call. My dad needed something, and I'm like, oh my god, I just finished the race. Luckily.
No, you're good. You're all good.
Yes.
Yeah, we had a lot to talk about anyway. So it's perfectly
Awesome.
fine.
Yes.
We're just asking if Levi wants to come in for an interview. So,
Yeah, I understand if he doesn't want to because of how because he had a double dip ice palace.
He may
Yeah.
not want to hear the words Ice Palace right now.
I don't blame him. I don't blame him.
yeah, sometimes when you have a seed like this, you just want to kind of sit down and relax and do something else.
Yeah, like right now I have a multi-world I need to get to, so I'm gonna be doing that after this. So
I'll have fun with that.
oh yeah,
One of these days I might join those.
yeah, they're fun. I'm doing it with somebody else's crew, and it was supposed to be a pretty big multi-world, but it just kept on breaking on them. So
Yeah, while we're waiting for that, let's go ahead and give a shout out here to our runners. I think it's exclamation R. There we go. Give a shout out to our runners, Tifa11234 and Levi's Jeans. Go ahead and toss them a follow. Is there one for the restreamer and tracker? We're gonna find out.
I forgot.
Either way, I can't do it because I'm on a 30-second cooldown. Oh, there's one for commentary. Give
And
a shout
tracking
out
and restream.
to Karjin and well, me, I guess.
And our tracker Butter Grapes and our restreamer TD Silent Pain. Without
Oh, I
the
did
rest of the
Argon.
crew.
I think there is a command for restreamer and
Levi.
tracker.
Yeah, it is exclamation C. Butter Grapes did
Oh.
it in chat already.
No, that was for oh, okay. The commentary also has the tracker and restream. Sorry, I didn't see that.
Yep.
So yeah, also shout outs to our tracker, Butter Grapes, and restream TD Silent Fane. Sorry, I think you said that.
Yeah, it's fine, it's fine. We're all just a little bit tired right now.
Yeah, it was a long one.
Yeah, I mean, don't hate me for this, but I just gotta ask, Ice Palace.
Yeah, so I went in there. I was like, you know what? I've aced this seat already. I might as well jump out of there, take the risk. That was sarcasm, obviously. But yeah, no, I figured 2 items in here. Let's get out and try to go because I'm behind. So call
Yeah,
me
that's
made,
what I
it was the wrong
figured.
one.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. When you feel behind, it makes sense. You just got kind of unlucky there, honestly.
And who expects 3 important items in Ice Palace when you just got theoretical go mode?
Well, I do now.
Ah,
Yeah, watching this has taught me one thing. Finish Ice Palace. #1 rule, apparently.
yes, 100%.
But yeah, other than that, we can admit I nailed this thing. Perfect execution the whole time. That was
I mean,
sarcasm.
overall-
Yeah, laugh.
I mean, overall, watching, you know, I didn't see anything that was like, you know, that made me, you know, pause and be like, what's going on here? I think like your routing was fine. You kind of just went the wrong way, and but it's like down to, you know, luck at that point. You kind of just didn't go the way the seed wanted you to, but there was nothing necessarily bad about how you played.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had tried a couple things on there I'd never tried before, just while the game was going. But I mean, they worked, so I didn't really lose any time on those. I had never done the walk on the Ice Palace I don't remember what he called it. They walk across the little gap.
Oh, hookshotting instead of doing the bomb jump?
Yes. Yes.
Oh yeah. I did think I saw you initially try to bomb jump that gap to go to Ice Tea before falling down for Big Chest. Was I like misseeing that, or was you originally planning
No.
to do that?
That was the plan. He was just telling me where to line up, and I just backed up too far.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he is literally working with zero here. He's doing a good job.
Well,
No, I mean overall you played
that's what-
solidly, I would have to say.
yeah. Yeah, I think you played pretty well. And that's what we're here to do. We're here to learn. So,
Yes.
so long as you feel like you're learning, then I think we'd all consider this a win.
Is Tiff still in here?
I'm here. Hi.
Oh, GG. I didn't know you're in here. The bottom of my screen is cut off. I didn't even know you were here.
No, it's okay. Yeah, my mentor told me keep going with ice, and then bombos popped up. I'm like, what? My go mode. And I
That's
dipped right
awesome.
after that. I dipped right after that.
Oh man, yeah. I was coming up on that third one, and my mentor said, "No, get out of here, unless he's watching this." Unless he's watching this, in which case it was a mutual decision.
Yeah.
But yeah, that seemed like it would have been a pretty good seed given the right route. I assume you took a pretty good on that 124. Is one heck of a time. My goodness.
Yes. I did not do Tower Herrer. I did not do the left side of swamp. So, yeah, I had low hearts going through this whole thing.
Oh. Must have executed pretty well then.
Yes. I did make sure to get some potions right before I went to GT. I'm like, I need these potions right now because I only have 9 hearts going into GT.
Oh wow. Jeez.
Yes.
Did you
Uh-huh.
at least did you hit was it Hookshot Cave had red mail? Did you get that?
Yes,
at least?
yes. I actually went up there before finding Lamp.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I have no idea what I did. I don't remember.
Yeah, that's one of the big differences. Tifa went up to Mountain like right away, pretty early on before getting the lamp. I think Levi, you waited quite a bit on that.
Yes.
And then another big difference was Tifa went to Ice Palace like right after Swamp. Didn't do
Yes.
like Smith Chain, Pyramid
Yeah.
checks, like any of that. Just went straight to Ice and just got everything and was in go
Well,
mode.
I went to Bombos first. Then I went to Ice.
Oh yeah, that is true. Yeah, Bombos didn't.
And then that's when I
didn't
found the
Palace.
ice ride, and I'm like, oh no.
I think you probably said the same thing as me when I found that.
Yeah, I was like, oh no. But it worked out so
Luck-
well. Ice Palace having 3 items, yeah.
What was your go mode Bombos then? The last find an Ice
Yes.
Palace, or did you? Okay.
Bombos, yeah.
All right. Well, heck of a GG there. My goodness.
Yes.
I think I could have played 2 seeds, and or you could have played 2 seeds. Sorry.
I actually played another seed before this one, and that one was absolutely disgusting.
Oh, really?
Almost became an AD seed. Almost.
It was almost what? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Almost an AD seed.
Oh.
Flute was in Ice Palace.
Oh, that's fun.
Yep.
All right. Yep. Again, GG's. I'll let you guys get out of here. You've been here a long time, so.
Yes.
Yep. Good game.
Yeah, GG.
GG's to both of you. Congratulations on your win and your PB, Tifa. And
you.
Oh,
nice.
That was a PB.
Yes.
Nice. Good job.
Thank you.
All right. Sorry. Go ahead.
No worries. And you did a really nice job finishing that off yourself, Levi. So, congratulations.
Thank you.
And I hope everyone enjoyed the show.
Yep, thank you for commentating and tracking.
Yeah, thank you guys.
And
Yeah,
we
thanks
will
for
have.
putting on the runs.
Yep. We do have one match that's coming up later tonight that is not on the scroll card right now. I think that's at 10 p.m. EDT, I believe.
That's correct. 10 p.m. will be Hyde versus H. Tom Servo. I'll be at 10 p.m. So in about 1 hour.
Yep. So look forward to that. And I think we're done here.
Yep.
I think we
Thank
are.
you again.
Thanks, yep. Thanks everybody, and thanks everyone for watching.
Have a good evening, everyone.